For reasons I cannot explain, for reasons that I shan't try to explain, the mainstream sock puppet heritage legacy media seem to be asking the question, why won't Joe step down? Or at least they're pretending to have asked the question, and they'll ask it for a second, and then they'll revert thereafter to, what about the testing? What about the medical testing? Was there a doctors for Parkinson's there? Was there a neurologist? What doctors were brought to the White House for testing? Why does anybody need testing? Testing is not the problem. Nobody is questioning Joe's ability to serve, and nobody's waiting for the particular diagnosis to depend or to affect whether we as a country think he's fit to serve. He's not fit to serve, whatever he's got. It might be might be voodoo for all we know. I don't know. Maybe a curse. Maybe some black magic curse. Whatever the reason, he is incapable of serving. That's not the issue. The real issue is, and the real question is, why is he fighting back? Why won't he just step down? And the reason is simple. In 2016, they said, Joe, step down. Not now. Now's not your time. Now, he had run in the past. But they said, it's Hillary's time. And he said, but I can beat Trump. No. This is Hillary's time. This is important. She's a woman. She's this, she's that, whatever. It's Hillary's time. Okay. All right. I'll sit. Sure enough, she lost. That was an important time. That was an important chance. That was an important opportunity for him. And maybe he most probably, some might have suggested maybe the oncoming bouts of some type of senescence or dotage. I don't know. But all I know is that he's saying to himself, I wanted to run, and I listened to you. And then in 2020, they said, no, Joe, no, step down. He goes, wait a minute. No, I can do this. I can beat him. No, Joe, you're wrong. And he won. Now, we can argue why he won. We can discuss the methods that were implemented. But in his mind, he said on two separate occasions, on one separate occasion, the first in 2016, I should have not listened to a word you said. And in 2020, had I listened to you, I wouldn't have run. I wouldn't have won. And now you want me to step down again? No more. I'm doing it my way. And if the polls show that, and by the way, this is all borne out by a great article in Dropsite News, a new website, a new source. But he's saying if the polls drop drastically, fine, okay. If I'm really cratering, fine. But for the most part, I'm not going to do this because I listened. I made a mistake in 2016. I'm not going to listen to anybody anymore. I'm going to listen to what I want. Nobody's helping me. Nobody's here for me. Nobody's looking out for my best interest, for my future, for my legacy. Nobody. And you all think I'm a joke. You always have. You never took me seriously. But I'm a good cat. Even with this level of cognitive dysfunction, I'm still good. Part of it's pride. Part of it's ambition. Part of it is Joe doing the only thing he's ever known. He may not want to be president to help people, but he wants to be president to win because it's about winning. And in the last, not even the back nine, but in the last couple of pages or chapters of his book, he says, this is what I'm going to do. Now, we can also guess and surmise about Hunter and what about deals that were made and that sort of thing. Because remember, if he said, well, I promised that I would not issue a pardon, because most of Hunter's problems, as you know, are states and whatever. But still, he's going to pardon Hunter. He's going to say, you know what? I made a mistake. Sue me. I don't owe you people anything. You've never had it. You've never cared a thing about me, and I don't care a thing about you, or following through with any kind of promises. In fact, for all we know, he could have issued the pardon now to be activated later. I don't know what the rules of pardons are. If people have to know what has been arranged, and by the way, he can also put pardons for now and what happens in futuro, as in the case of Richard Nixon. But the thing you got to remember, though, is going back to this, the reason why Biden seems to be so headstrong, so recalcitrant, so stuck in his ways, digging in his heels, is because he said before, I should have listened to myself. I don't care anymore. And this is great too because it shows and exemplifies and illustrates how completely dysfunctional the Democratic Party is, which is terrific. But that's why. Remember this. This is the reason. Because what you're seeing now is a Mexican standoff. Joe is barricaded in the White House. It's the most incredible thing in the world. He is barricaded in the White House. He won't come out. He won't come out. He won't budge. He won't budge. This is something I never thought I'd ever see right now. I want you to remember this. Please pay attention. And remember, you're not going to hear any of this on cable news or any of the legacy media because they don't care about that. They're talking about the same usual stuff over and over and over again. It's so incredibly boring. And the reason why is they have brain-dead children, adolescents, and not the brightest knives in the drawer, basically looking at the low-hanging fruit aspect of it. What does Joe have? Has he been to the doctor? Is it Alzheimer's? Is it dementia? And I still say it's Lewy body dementia, but that's me. And, what do I know? Okay? Remember I said that. What do I know? That's why Karine Jean-Pierre is saying, Parkinson's? No. Parkinson's? There's also Parkinson's dementia, which is another little twist to this. So in any event, remember, Joe's holding out. Joe's doing exactly what he wants to do because Joe said last time, I listened to you people and you screwed me. Well, guess what? Not anymore. If there's any screwing to be doing, it's by me to the American government, the American Republic, and my legacy. So take that. Now comment as you see fit.